welcome back to our channel. My name is Crystal Mage, and in this week's video I'm going to show you my top 5 most important basic tools to use within After Effects. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first tool I'm going to show you guys is the pre-composing tool. This is most important for project organization, where it takes and divides up your project into smaller sections. So basically smaller compositions within your main composition. And this prevents your project from becoming cluttered, disorganized, and overly crowded. So here you see I have this basic PSD file that I made and exported into After Effects. So say I just want to animate the space shuttle and the text of NASA. Here you just shift-click the elements you want to pre-compose. You right-click, go to pre-compose, and here you name your composition, which I'm just going to name NASA Shuttle. Press OK, and then you can see that it turned it into its own composition within your main composition. So if you double-click it, then it shows the element itself, and this you can element or animate whatever you want to it. So here I'm just gonna change the position a little bit of the space shuttle, and then same for the text. And then whatever changes theoretically that you make within the pre-comp, it will make them into it will show in your main composition. So if you go back to your main composition, it will show that animation. Okay, so the next tool I'm going to show you is called the Pick Whip. And this basically allows what After Effects calls parenting, or pairing one element to another so that it behaves as though it was physically attached to that element. So here with the same file, I'm going to animate this old NASA logo with this newer logo that I created myself. So first you animate however you want both of these elements to behave. So I'm going to change the position of this element, just very simple. And then from there you take this little swirly thing from whatever element you want to parent it to. So which is in this case the logo. So you take this, you grab it, and you pick whip it to whatever element you want to, and then it creates the same animation that you made in that previous animation. Alright, so the third tool is called Easy Ease, or Easy In, Easy Out. This basically allows whatever animation or moving objects within your composition to just flow more naturally. As things do in the real world. So it just moves in very slowly, accelerates quickly, and then when it goes out, it slowly moves on out. So here I go back to my little pre-comp of the NASA shuttle and the text, and here I just animated the entire shuttle to go in and out of this composition. So once you have those keyframes there, you right-click them and then go to Keyframe Assistant, and then Easy In, Easy Out, Easy Ease is right here. So since we're coming out of the animation, you go Easy Ease Out, and then go back to the keyframe where it goes out, and then Keyframe Assistant, Easy Ease In. So you could see here that it comes in slowly, accelerates, and then slowly slows down as it goes out of the frame. So the third tool I'm going to show you is the blur motion effect. And this basically helps whatever animation that you are doing to make it look way more naturally and flow a lot easier. It basically simulates what occurred in older cameras, where anything that was moving, it would just blur it out so that from frame to frame it would flow more naturally rather than looking staggered and just unnatural. So here we have my same animation of the shuttle moving, and you could see when I play this animation that it kind of looks unnatural, staggered from frame to frame. So if you just quickly go over here and you see this motion blur icon here, you just click that on whatever animation that you want to blur out as it moves. So here you can see the difference, that it just flows a lot more naturally, and things like that. And theoretically you want to add this to most of whatever you're moving across screens within your animations. And the last final tool I'm going to talk to you guys is the camera tool. This is a great way to add more perspective and depth to any 3D animation that you are doing. And basically it acts like this virtual camera within your composition. So here with this same composition here, I'm going to make all of these layers into 3D layers by checking this little box on each element. And then go over here, go to Custom View 1, 2 views horizontal. This is just the way I like to look at my elements. And then clicking on this box, I want to change this to the active camera. So this is whatever your animation is going to look like in the end. So going up here, you click this little camera icon here. And within this window, Custom View 1, you could move around your element into 3D space. So let's just say I want to take this logo and change the position of it to go out and ahead of these elements, just adding a little depth to this composition. So then there you can go back to your composition down here, and you right click, click New Camera. And then here I'm going to pick this one node camera and then press OK. So I have this camera here now, and you could add your effects here of how you want the camera to move within your composition. So I'm just going to change the position of it. Click the keyframe, and then at about 5 frames, I'll just change the position of it flying through composition past the logo. So here you could see that you have the camera moving through different elements, and you could do a lot of different things with this. So that wraps up my top 5 most basic tools to use within After Effects. I hope this helped you. Tune in every Friday for more videos like this, and don't forget to subscribe.